Hello, listeners. Chelsea K. Podcaster here. Welcome to today's podcast on the power of persuasion. Persuasion is an act or process or instance of persuading. It's to convince others to change their point of view, agree to commitment, purchase a product or service, or take a course of action. People use persuasion in different ways, but only good reasons brings benefits to others. There are people who use it to help gain from others at their expense. Selfish reasons always bring a breakdown in relationships. Decide which way you want to choose. Persuasion is beneficial when it benefits others and helps them gain more out of the decision. People believe in benefits of learning about persuasion, and there is the instrumental function, knowledge of awareness function, defensive function, and debunking function, and well-being function. Instrumental function is actually described as be all that you can be. You become a more effective persuader. When you can persuade others, then it becomes part of communication competence. It can be effective and appropriate, and it's beneficial when you need to persuade people to do something important. You need to know how to analyze and adapt when you need people to be persuaded to change their mind about an important outcome that has to be changed. You need to be aware of facts and must be organized. It requires successful persuasion. Persuading matters where it's necessary, and you need to know when to use it. Be honest with people and consider others, and be aware of who you speak to. You need to know what their needs are and their beliefs, the social and cultural norms, and more. You need to make room. There is no guarantee that others will be persuaded. You just need to do your best. Be honest, ethical, and understanding. The knowledge and awareness function is inquiring minds wants to know. Persuasion enhances your knowledge. Know what facts are suitable for your situation and learn strategies to persuade others. Be determined to need to adjust to each person and situation. Learn to maximize your abilities and learn to become effective at persuading others for the right reasons. You need to defend yourself sometimes. Persuasion can be common sense in certain circumstances, and it also improves one's subjective sense of well-being. It also satisfies basic needs: accuracy, belonging, self-worth, control, and meaning. Accuracy is the desire to be right about one's beliefs and attitudes, and social connections are important. People need to know that they have a purpose in their lives, and they are important. People want to be in control of their life and be valued. Be persuasive to help others. Persuasion works best for debates, and it is needed to save somebody from danger. Use persuasion with your faith. Be fully persuaded in what you believe. Integrity is important with persuasion. There are ways that persuasion works, and reciprocation, social proof, commitment, and consistency, and living authority and scarcity are a few others. Provide information that is important, and to know how to be cooperative. We're able to impact others and desire and get their support. You must be firm and consistent in all you do. You need to remain truthful. Make sure people know you are genuinely caring for them. Your genuine recommendation is important. Be considerate for others' needs, and they will consider you. They are more likely to listen to you and genuinely care for what you have to say when you genuinely care for them. Those who are after money or other motives will never benefit and never be able to keep people motivated. Persuasion is only beneficial when it's done rightly to help others. Many salespeople use it for monetary gain, even at the expense of the client, without looking after their real needs. Persuasion to convince others to change their mindsets to become better, and positive persuasion are powerful. The ability to convince somebody that they are important and to save them from making a bad decision is what we need most. Persuasion to get somebody to make the right decision and create a better outcome is very impactful. There's an example in a show that I watched where a town has people to try to convince this railway owner to keep their promise to build the railway in their town. It took a child's words to finally persuade the railway owner to keep the promise, and it took persuasion to also save this same town. When their bank suffered a loss of money through an investment failure, a rich person was persuaded to invest, and it was only because the townspeople, the mayor also, were very persistent in getting the rich person to agree. Do you desire to be more persuasive and draw people to listen to you? Innovators need to be persuasive to persuade people to believe and support their ideas. You may need to persuade your manager to grant you opportunities, promotions, favor, and reconsideration. In our time, we need persuasion to change regulations and policies that go against the law that supports human rights. It is a sad circumstance that people face today, that they have to fight for their rights to choose what's right. And we have people easily persuaded by the media and all the facts claimed to be legitimate. And then you have others who discover those facts aren't genuine. Who are you more likely to believe? Presidents and prime ministers use persuasion all the time to get you to believe in them. But you need to know if what they tell you is the truth or a lie. People can be very persuasive to get their way, but reality is they have other motives that they keep hidden from you. People persuade people to do things that aren't honest too, and people persuade people to comply against their will in order to maintain what they have. But this kind is evil. Some people are persuasive to twist the truth. Be aware of those who are persuasive. Test them and see their true motive. Be focused and determined not to give in to people easily who can have other motives. If you are interested in learning more about the techniques of persuasion, you can also check those online. I only put in a few as an example for you to know the techniques of persuasion. Persuasion should be always recognized as something that is powerful and positive, rather than negative. It is always because of the person who is using the technique, whether or not persuasion is being used rightly. So for yourself, choose to use persuasion for the benefit of others, to consider them above your own desires. To always be honest and show integrity towards others, because then you will win people over and they will listen to you. They will acknowledge what you have to say and they will respect. And if they are not in agreement with what you have to say, well, sometimes you might have to push if it's something that is very right and true. But if you know that that thing is not, and that you are choosing just because you want people to do what you want, it will never have success. And hopefully those people are rarely able to recognize and know this, otherwise you are hurting them by your decision. Be open-minded and speak the truth in love. Thank you for listening to Chelsea K Podcast. Please stay tuned for the next week's podcast and please share this channel with others. You can also like and subscribe to it. And if you want to support, please send your support by e-transfer or PayPal to kayunkk@gmail.com. You can check out more podcasts on YouTube as well. On my YouTube channel, check my details under this podcast for the website and also for the channel Earl. Have a great day, afternoon, and evening. Thank you so much.